Jalen Milroe is a human being just like you and me, except he's one that can throw a football a country mile and lead an Alabama Crimson Tide team to the college football playoff. But he deals with criticism, he deals with backlash and negativity surrounding his name like you and I do every single day. It just hurts a little bit more when it comes from your offensive coordinator. Let's go ahead and talk about the comments made at the Rose Bowl. If you are new here, welcome on into the channel. My name is Cole Thompson. I'm a radio show host based in Houston, and I talk college football daily. So if this is the type of content you enjoy, plus coaching searches, the transfer portal, bowl eligibility, national championship news, and a bunch of other nonsense, make sure that you smash that subscribe button down below. Leave a comment telling me your thoughts on Jalen Milroe's epic 2023 season. Tell your friends, your family, your mortal enemies, best of bros, Alabama fans, and college football aficionados everywhere about this channel, because we're on the race to become the #1 YouTube show talking college football every single day. Make sure that you follow me on social media at Mr. Cole Thompson. That way, the conversation surrounding our favorite sport never has to stop flowing. So let's rewind it back to yesterday. Down in Los Angeles, there was a conversation going on with the media, and Jalen Milroe handled it like a stud. Plain and simple. The guy is cool, calm, collective, and he is just answering questions left and right like it's no one's business. But somebody asked him a question that probably gets asked to a lot of quarterbacks that have ever faced scrutiny before. Did you ever think about switching positions? And he calls out former OC Bill O'Brien, saying, Bill O'Brien thought I could play another position, but quarterback really wasn't made for me. I am not a Bill O'Brien supporter, and I think that many people would probably understand that I am somebody who has seen Bill O'Brien just working in Houston up close and personal. I know what the man is all about. And when it comes to making decisions at quarterback, he is not usually my first phone call to. But I will say there at least was a conversation last year about Jalen Milroe being a little bit of a liability at quarterback. He had 4 interceptions or 3 interceptions. He had 5 turnovers with fumbles, and he didn't play his best against Texas A&M in a 24-22 victory at home. So there definitely was reasons for skepticism. Here's the thing. Jalen Milroe was not getting first-team reps. He was not working with the starters on a daily basis because the reigning Heisman Trophy winner at the time, Bryce Young, decided to come back to Titletown for another season and hopefully hoist up the national championship. That didn't happen, but I digress. The point is that the only way that you're going to build off of your success is by actually getting the reps that are needed. And Jalen Milroe wasn't. He was basically a quarterback still trying to find his inertia. And sometimes the best thing for you is a switch. We've seen this before. Jalen Hurts is a perfect example. Goes to Alabama, has a successful career. The Crimson Tide don't get to the national championship without him, but there were definitely some concerns about his game before he made the jump to the NFL. So he goes to Oklahoma and he learns how to play quarterback, a different brand and style underneath the quarterback whisperer himself, Lincoln Riley, becomes a Heisman Trophy finalist, and eventually now is leading the Philadelphia Eagles to probably another division title. That's because he had to fit the system that was best catered to him and really learn the ins and outs of how to play the quarterback. What worked for a guy like Bryce Young is not going to work for Jalen Milroe, and it's the same thing for any other quarterback in college football or the NFL for that matter. Think about this for a second. Take a Lambo and take the engine out and put it inside a minivan. Oh, it'd be cool. I would love to be able to go 0 to 75 in 0.26 seconds, but it's also pretty unethical and illogical to be able to have that type of inertia inside of that car. What works for one doesn't mean it doesn't work for the other. And so Bill O'Brien's offense, which right now ranks dead last in the NFL for scoring with Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, was never going to cater to a guy like Milroe. So as soon as you watch Tommy Rees come in, this was a new shot for him to get better. And he did. And he absolutely did. And that's a testament also to what Rees was able to learn and what Nick Saban was able to learn. After the South Florida game, one of the worst games I've ever seen in college football, primarily in the Nick Saban era, they realized that our best bet of winning a national title resides in number 4. So what do? We cater to his strengths, take out the weak points, and let him build up that confidence. Because confidence is the #1 thing that any quarterback needs. You can be mobile, you can be athletic, you can sling it downfield and be Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. But if you don't have confidence, you are going to fizzle and fall out of the realm of starting material in an instant. Josh Rosen knows that feeling quite so well. He goes anywhere else but the Arizona Cardinals. Maybe he ends up having a pretty successful NFL career. But that is where situations come into mind. So the offense finally catered to what worked for Jalen Milroe. And once Milroe got that confidence up, nobody was able to stop him. Go look at his numbers from the first 2 months of the season versus the last month of the season. 4 turnovers the first 2 months. Last month, 1. 1 interception. And on top of that, you watched him play more efficiently with the ball in his hands. He started to gain a little bit of momentum when it came to the Heisman Trophy conversation. Alabama was dismantling teams along the way until they got to Auburn, Alabama. And you know how I feel about games in the Iron Bowl when they're played at Jordan Hare Stadium. Weird magic happens because of the voodoo man that's buried underneath Jordan Hare. So I take nothing away from that. But in the sense, Jalen Milroe also became a part of Alabama folklore because of a 4th and 31 play. So lo and behold, he's even got that next to his name. He gets the last laugh here because of everybody that doubted him now has to eat crow. But at the same time, what the best thing that ever happened to him was Bill O'Brien going back to the NFL. Because if you try to fit a round peg in a square hole, it's never going to pan out. It's always going to be fizzling and fumbling, and there's always going to be miscues and definite problems that won't be solved. So what you get instead is a quarterback that basically hit the reset button. And that reset button is going to carry over into 2024. Heisman Trophy conversation? Absolutely. Jalen Milroe is going to be at the top of those. Alabama winning the SEC and making it back to the college football playoff? Yeah, I would expect so long as number 4 is slinging the rock in the backfield, you're probably going to have them pretty high up. Schedule, very bountiful, very much a game to where you think that you can control your destiny all the way to the national championship. And if he continues to ball out this upcoming weekend against Michigan and then does it once again against either Texas or Washington down in Houston, his hometown, yeah, I think that we're going to stop the narrative. Sometimes the best thing for you is to accept the criticism and then block out the haters. You're not doing it for anything other than your own personal feel. Don't allow those from the outside that don't think that they have an opinion dismantle or derail you from finding your end goal. And that's exactly what Jalen Milroe did. And that's a testament to him and his confidence. Because at any moment, he could have shut down and said, why stay in Tuscaloosa when nobody believes in me? Why stay here when the offensive coordinator is telling me, go play linebacker, go play tight end, go make a position switch, help out our team, because right now, you're only hurting us if we have to go to you at starting quarterback. The best thing for Jalen Milroe was not just hitting reset, but it was him never losing faith. And as long as you have that, and as the confidence booming and roasting, you have a shot of doing wonders. At this point, now the only question turns to, when does the laugh end? This upcoming Monday? Or maybe in 2 weeks when he's winning his first national title in Tuscaloosa? Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Don't hit the X button yet. Make sure you hit subscribe to keep up with all of our daily content found on Just Saying It and anything else that we post on this channel. Bye.